Hello everybody, I'm Bear Skills. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Century Age of Ashes. So we're here again. We're not going to do a gameplay video today. Actually, instead we're here to do a review. Now this is old footage playing in the background. As you guys do know, the beta ended yesterday, but I wanted to review the game just to give you guys a little bit of my opinion. And if you guys were on the fence of whether or not you wanted to put some time in this game, I thought maybe this video might help you come to a decision. So, in case you've never heard of it, Century Age of Ashes is a free-to-play multiplayer aerial combat game in which you ride into battle not on planes but on dragons. So, with the beta, the game has 4 different game modes accessible. These would include a 3v3 deathmatch rookie mode. Now, these rookie matches aren't available until level 10, after which they are completely replaced by skirmish, which is another 3v3 deathmatch mode that's basically intended for more experienced players. Now, these skirmish matches are actually unlocked after reaching level 5 on their own, but entirely replace the rookie matches upon hitting level 10. So after that, if you want to look at the other game modes, you have Gates of Fire, which is a 6v6 capture the flag style mode. In this mode, 2 teams fight to gain control of the flag, and then they try to take the flag through different checkpoints around the map in order to score. And then after that, we have Carnage, which is another 6v6 deathmatch game mode that has a bunch of buffs and boofs throughout the map. And both 6v6 game modes do take place on one of 2 different maps, either a desert-oriented landscape that is a lot smaller in scale, or on a castle situated on a lake that is much larger in scale. Now, the game has 3 classes to choose from during the beta. These would be the Marauder, the Windguard, and the Phantom. Now, the Marauder is a highly aggressive and straightforward class. The Windguard is a high support and utility-based class, and the Phantom is a hit-and-run deception-based class with a lean towards enemy denial. Now, when you're looking at a multiplayer game, you have to look at the matchmaking system, and for the most part, it does work fairly well in this game. There were a few games where it could have been a bit smoother. I did get matched into a few rough ones where the enemy team was a lot higher level than my team or me. So that could be worked on. Also, MMR, matchmaking rank, could be looked at a little bit more. So just a little bit of polishing to ensure that players are matched with people of similar level and MMR rank. But in terms of getting into an actual match, there is a few issues. I think most players could probably agree that a separate matchmaking option for Gates of Fire and Carnage is something that would be really nice. Um, there's missions in the game, and completing these missions sometimes requires you to play on certain maps, or not on maps, but play certain game modes. And doing these game modes and missions rewards in-game currency and rewards such as cosmetics, things like that. Now, the current system has both Gates of Fire and Carnage grouped together, meaning that it's basically luck of the draw. You could end up playing one or the other and spend a lot of time in one of the game modes you dislike or don't want to play for mission-related purposes. And now, since I brought up missions, I might as well go over them. So there's currently daily missions which are offered to players, and upon completion they're not only awarded with XP and gold, but they're also rewarded with a key. And this key opens a chest with rewards ranging from currency, boosters, cosmetic items, etc. Now these chests are always opened after a 7-day period, and for every day out of that week that a player does complete a daily mission, they are given another key. Now this key will grant a higher chance of better rewards out of the chest. And that's pretty much all there is to know about the daily missions. Now the weekly missions are a little different. They are unlocked throughout the week. They grant gold and XP, and these are, as a whole, a great idea. They do incentivize daily play, which is great. But the daily mission objectives themselves are somewhat up for discussion. They can be quite difficult, as a lot of the tasks are either extremely difficult, require play on certain game modes, which is difficult due to the current matchmaking, or they require players to be in a squad. And I know that sometimes players would prefer to just play alone. I know for the most part, I play solo. At some point, I definitely want to get into some matches with you guys. Probably do that sometime during the early access and the full release. We'll get in some matches together. But when I'm just recording videos, for the most part, I kind of like to just go in alone. So that can be kind of tough. Now, players have suggested solutions to these issues, such as swapping out certain daily and weekly mission objectives with each other so that the extremely difficult ones are based on a week's time instead of a single day. And that would probably fix the solution in many cases, but it'd have to be looked at, in some further detail. Now, this game is free to play, and many free to play games have a bad stigma. A lot of people are worried whether or not they're going to be pay to win. And we've already mentioned currencies, so I'm going to go over those as well. So we have two, gold and gems. Now, gold is the normal, usual in-game currency, and the gems are what the game's version of premium currency are. Now, gold can be earned by playing matches, as mission rewards, level up rewards, and, just by playing the game. Now, gems can be earned through level up rewards, weekly chests, and players can also buy them through the in-game store, obviously. Now, whether gems will still be able to be earned in the game's future, I'm unsure of. I suspect there will be some sort of method, albeit a bit slower, but you still will probably be able to earn them. You can in the beta, so we'll see that as the game progresses into the early access and the full release. Now, while there's no real life currency transactions allowed in the beta, they will be allowed in the future, but I can assure you guys, I can assure all of you, they are just purely cosmetic. Not one of them will affect gameplay, so no need to worry about pay to win. You can get boosters from the store, which some people could look at as like, oh, they're going to level up a lot faster. But to be perfectly honest, you earn boosters through level up rewards, through your weekly chests so often. I mean, most of the time I played, I almost always had a booster. And at the end of the beta, I still had like 4 boosters, like 4 days worth of boosters that I didn't actually get to use. So I definitely never had a problem with boosters. Now, all in all, the developers have put a great deal of time and effort into this game. They've done a great job. The game has great graphics, it's fast paced, it has exciting gameplay, and I know that people can be apprehensive. I know I was at first because this is a free to play game. If you're looking for a game where you can ride a dragon into combat, this game is at least worth a look. It really surprised me because I usually am not a fan of free to play games, but this is one of the few that actually is really worth some time, I think, if it's your style of game. Now, I know it can be a bit fast paced for some people, and if that's the case, that's the case. No shame in that. But if you don't mind fast paced action and you like dragons, I definitely recommend checking this game out. Now, that's pretty much going to do it for my review. I do hope you guys liked the video, and if you're new, definitely remember to subscribe to the channel. Also, there's going to be a couple weeks, as I've said in previous videos, before we're able to actually upload any gameplay on this because we're waiting on the early access to be released. So if there's any games you'd like to see on the channel, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm going to be covering some videos on Dead by Daylight, so keep an eye out for those, and let me know what you guys think of those, if you want to see more, if you want to see less. I also have The Long Dark. We could do more videos on that. I've done some videos in the past, so maybe go check those out, see what you think, see if you want to see more of those. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.